How many gates does one person really need? Well, I guess that all depends on the size of your property and what you got going on in your hobby farm. Join me as I build a new gate on the side yard to get to the garden. And I'm gonna build it out of this. And this. And some of this too. And I'll show you right here why I need a new gate. YouTube magic. Stay, goaties. Okay, wait, no. Okay, only one. All right. Wait, not the magnolia. All right. Don't you think about it, Merle. You're gonna do it. He's gonna do it every single time. He does it. He just gets on out. All right, now that we got that weed whipped, I've got my length here of my gate, so that way I know where to put my posts. So the only thing to do now is start digging. In a rock. And I'm not too bad with a shovel. I ain't too shabby. All them years landscaping. All right, let's see what else we can't find underneath this dirt. Wow. Come back and dig this hole for me. Would you please? Who needs a gym membership when you can just dig holes in your backyard? Yeah, I can feel it. I feel the burn. Come on, keep going. Feel the burn. Wow. Down, squat, rip, pull. Wow. Perfect, on the money. I ain't scared to get a little concrete on my boots. They're work boots. They're supposed to get dirty. Remember that. So the next time you're getting your work shoes all dirty, don't go, oh, ay Dios mío, my shoes. Because then, people will make fun of you. I got a little excited with my pokey stick. Important to make yourself laugh. Why don't y'all come in closer so you can see? I'll put you all the way over there. Come on now. You're just poor. Alex, it's too runny. Alex, it's not runny enough. This guy doesn't know anything about concrete. That's right, I don't. Some of y'all are gonna freak out. Because that's some soupy concrete. But you know what? I don't pour concrete for a living. That water ain't gonna hurt it. It'll leach out, it'll dry. And then tomorrow, we'll have a nice, sturdy fence post. And see, some of that was dry, so we'll just mix that in with the wet. Bingo, Paco, problem solved. Pokey stick gets the air bubbles out, mixes it a little bit more.
One day later.
Eight screws, full charge battery. It's crapping out on me. I think it's time to upgrade. All right, so since we're on a slope, I wanted the top of the gate to be nice and level. So that means we're not building a rectangle, building a trapezoid. So I figured I've got some string, I've got a level. I could just make the out frame, find my angles, measure it, and we'll be good to go. Now the most important one that we want to make sure is level is our top rope. And they make levels that attach to the string and just dangle there. I had a couple of them. I don't know what happened to them. We already have our width. What we don't have is our height. Height. Got to get two measurements. One on the low end, one on the high end. 42 inches, 36 inches. Angle finder. So now what we do here is we take one part of it and set it on there. Oh boy. And we take the other one and we set it on here. And once we find our angle that we whack, just right down. Looks good to me. Because you did it like that. Flip it over like that. You get it, right?
Now what I'm using here is called an Alaskan chainsaw mill. You can go down to your Harbor Freight, pick one up, and attach it to your chainsaw and be able to cut dimensional lumber. I'm cutting this old beam that I got for free off of Facebook Marketplace to make my 4x4 posts for the fence gate.
Let the ripping commence. Now the only issue with having all this scrap wood around is they're all different shapes and sizes. So as you can see here, I'm just milling everything down to match, and these will end up being the pickets for the gate. All right, now that we got our pickets cut out, it's time to make a frame. The first step is always making sure that all the pieces are flat and square. And that process starts at the joiner. And once that surface is flat, I'll go ahead and run that board through the planer. I was able to find the angles. So if you remember this little handy dandy angle finder, we had used it to find this angle right here. And I'll bring you in closer. Remember, this was on our line, this was on our post. Now you can see we found our angle here. So we're gonna make sure that we're parallel with our risers parallel to our post. And this is where the guide string was laying on. And so we find our other angle on the other side by flipping it over like that. So let's check that. Left, right, okay. All right, now we're really having fun with this project. So what I'm using here on the table saw is called the dado stack. It has multiple saw blades in order to reach the thickness that you would like to remove. And the reason why I'm removing all this wood is because we're doing half lap joints. Oopsie daisy, my microphone wasn't working. But basically, all I was going over was I have to cut all of these vertical planks, but I had to find the angle. But then I remembered, we had the angle finder that we had used earlier in the video. So I lined that up, made a little scribe, and used my long level here as a scribe line. So now all I need to do is go and chop them up. Hiya. Again, using the dado stack to cut my grooves on my top and bottoms so that the vertical planks can sit into them. To hold this gate all together, I'm going to use dowels. This old drill I'm using is called a hand drill from around the 1940s. It's one of my favorite tools to use, and it makes for peaceful work. Well, we're almost there. Now we just have the task of hanging them and making sure they're level. Perfect. We're gonna be adding in some longer screws on the posts here for the hinges. Just cause, why not? If you got them, use them. Here's our plate. It's gonna keep the doors from swaying open. Level. get our roadside electric chainsaw find out. Careful not to hit that T-post. Well, there you have it, folks. Scrapwood gate. It only cost me 30 bucks with the hardware, and I already had all the material laying around. See you next time. Come on.